UWP is reflecting a vision and a mission that occurred to me when we decided to transition to being a fully functional academic publisher. And that mission is to focus on publishing only Black scholars. I was actually met with a lot of opposition and concern and confusion initially by the global community as to why is it important just to focus on Black scholarship. And I have to start by saying that this is not a, a revulsion of other people, demographic ideologies, or anything like that. This is more an intentional opportunity to give Black scholarship voice. We see that DEI is being overturned. We see affirmative action being revoked. We see civil rights activisms and laws that we thought have moved forward over 50, 60 years ago are being overturned. We see a rising lift on banned books in a way that we have never seen before. And those most banned books are mostly against and towards Black scholars, though we recognize that this is also against other demographic like the LGBTQ community, and also anything that goes against a radical ideology away from diversity. So in order to publish Black scholars, the mission was to give them voice and space. Right now, we know that 80% of scholarship are published by white scholars and only 6% by Black scholars. That means that Black scholars are not just not the expert in the field, but our voices are not getting heard, published, or even included in the global conversation. So UWP, we're not just viewing ourselves as a publisher. We want to be part of a global movement that uplift and celebrate Black academic excellence and contribution. The new website is designed with the same intentionality. Every feature of the platform, from personalized author pages to our look inside functionality, is meant to showcase and amplify the work of Black scholars in a way that makes this research accessible to a global audience. Our mission is to place Black scholarship at the forefront of academic discourse. And this website solidifies our commitment to ensuring that the stories, the insights, innovations of Black intellectuals are never sidelined, but lead in the global conversation. And the only way to do that is to give Black scholars an opportunity to actually get published instead of rejected because of the voice or the vision or the type of research that are being done to be culturally responsive to the next generation. We take our partnership approach with our authors very seriously. We don't just publish books, we collaborate closely with our scholars throughout the entire process. We're committed to ensuring their work is represented in its fullest form with cultural authenticity and integrity intact. Many larger publishers prioritize volume, but at UWP, we focus on fostering long-term intellectual partnerships. We see our authors as part of our extended intellectual family, and we advocate for them to be recognized as the leaders that they are, not just in the realm of Black scholarship, but across all academic disciplines. Our mission is to elevate their voices, not just sell books, and that's what sets UWP apart. That question about the Little Black Book is so important and so impactful because, again, as a scholar myself, talking about research, this has always been a pivotal cornerstone of what we have to do as scholarship. We have to do our methods, we have to do our theories, we have to do our mixed methods or quant. We have to do SPSS, whether it's interview. There are so many different types of methodology, but we see that there are emerging methodologies that are coming out now that are important to not just Black community, but to the global community and to different demographic. So the Little Black Book series is a prime example of one of UWP's commitment to intellectual leadership in African studies and Black studies. This series is not just about publishing, it is about redefining how research on Black communities is conducted. By focusing on culturally valid, humanizing, and liberatory methodologies, we are empowering scholars to use research frameworks that affirm Black life and knowledge, rather than forcing their work into existing molds that may not fully capture the richness of the Black experience. This series is a direct challenge to the dominant paradigms of research and is helping to reshape the way academic work is approaching the field, not because those things are not valid, or that we do not value the previous work that has been done and still being done, and that is still impactful to our community, but because we are focusing on considering and including the voices of other demographics that has always been there and just not seen. So it's just elevating the work and making sure that those voices and those mission and those research are also amplified. This is such an important, fundamental core part of UWP's mission going forward. Our partnership with Bnevol is a reflection of UWP's global vision and our belief in the leadership and talent of Africans in every field, including technology. It was important for us to work with a company that doesn't just talk about diversity, but actively embraces and showcases global talent. We believe that excellence is readily available across the world, and for us, it's about recognizing and aligning our partners who share our commitment to empowering and elevating work of Black professionals, whether they're scholars or technologists. It really does not matter what field it is. We are so diverse across the global space, and to advocate for just Black scholars would be undermining the true academic excellence of global Africa. We wanted to work with a tech company that partner and advocate for and amplify Black academic excellence and Black excellence in the digital space. And Bnevol was a perfect partner for us in that goal.
You know, the story of Universal Right Publications and Dr. Ayo and Bnevol coming together, it's a story that I love telling because I love the story. And it started out no different than any other typical client inquiry would, in that, you know, she went to the website, she filled out a contact form and reached out. And I got the notification. It was really brief. It was, we need help with our website, our e-commerce, and our SEO. That was it. And if you know Dr. Ayo, she's busy, she doesn't have time, this is what it is. And I did what you naturally do in that case. I went online, looked at their website, see what they had going on, learned what I could about her. And within a short period of time, what she was doing, why she was doing it, how she was showing up, looked and felt very familiar to me. And my other thought was that we found our target audience, and our target audience has found us. And so I could not wait to get into a conference with her. So I went to look at my calendar. It's Friday of the current week, and I'm looking at the next week, and it's all booked up. And I said, I have to move everything because I have to talk to Dr. Ayo, with no idea whether she was going to actually book something or not. So I wanted to respond quickly, and also knowing that they're likely reaching out to other people, right? So I did that. I freed up my calendar. I responded. I said, would love to help. Let's connect. Send a booking link, and sent it off. And I looked up, and there was a meeting booked for Monday. And again, if you know Dr. Ayo, not Wednesday, not Tuesday, we're going to connect on Monday. And I was like, thank goodness then that I moved all those things off my calendar. And I don't know what day she was going to pick, but if she wanted to meet Monday, I was going to make sure Monday was available. And Tuesday, and went the whole week was her picking. That's how much I wanted to make sure that we were able to connect. And so I had a good feeling about Dr. Ayo. This was a Black-owned business by a Black woman. It's a Black academic press. And she was sister, she's from Jamaica. And I could not wait to get into a conference call with her so that we could connect and really talk about her project, but also share in community and in purpose, and talk about what she was doing. I really wanted to learn what her journey was. And so the whole weekend, I was, strangely enough, looking forward to a Monday. And it did not disappoint. So Monday comes. I launch the meeting. Io pops up on the screen. She's smiling. I pop on the screen. I'm smiling. And the first thing I said to her was, "Wagwan, sister." She said, "Yachty." I said, "No, my folks, my mother's roots are in St. Thomas, but you know, that's family. We working together now." It's too late. And we spent the next hour just laughing and acting a fool. The call was booked for 30 minutes, by the way. We spent 3 hours on that call. The second hour, we did get into the project and some details about what they were trying to do. But then the next hour after that, the third hour, we're back to acting a fool. I've been wanting to work with a client like this, but I had to earn it. I was a boss, man. This is not, I'm gonna hand over my entire life's business to help a brethren out. It was, I'm gonna hand over my business to someone that I trust, to a brethren that is capable and has the expertise to take me to the next place. And I had to demonstrate that. You have to continue to prove that throughout a client relationship. That's the way it works. And given what UWP Books represents, given the way Dr. AReL shows up in the world, I wanted to make sure that I was doing my best work and be true to Bnevol's purpose. And that is to amplify the impact of mission-focused organizations and leaders. The champions of change, the people that are out there trying to make the world a better place for everyone. And that is what UWP represents. That is Universal Right Publications. And so I was ready to go to work. Dr. AReL was ready to go to work, and we got to work. And this is that story.
I absolutely love our new website. The new UWP website is a testament to our commitment to digital innovation in the service of Black scholarship. We're pushing the boundaries by creating a platform that is both functional and transformative. The site really allows for readers and students and scholars to interact with our books in more meaningful ways that is representative of the growth of technology and the new digital space that we're entering. Whether it's through the Look Inside feature, the personalized author pages, or digital resources that provide immediate access to groundbreaking research, UWP is at the forefront of all of it. But more importantly, we're amplifying Black voices by making this scholarship more accessible to global audiences, which is one of the larger challenges in the academic community, because those who need it most at times cannot get it. We are driving the conversation forward by ensuring that Black intellectual contributions are at the forefront of academic and societal transformation. So our website is such a great exemplar of that, and we are very excited to be on board in partnership with Bnevol. I love the researcher. The researcher came about in instead of thinking about a blog or just like a newsletter or something that would be less impactful for the academic world. I really wanted to create something that would be a bridge. Being a bridge builder is important to the African-centered world and framework. The researcher platform is central to our mission of nurturing the next generation of Black intellectuals. We believe that early career scholars deserve a space where their research can be shared, critiqued, and celebrated by the academic community. And it's also a bridge that brings in the research and the voice of activists, culture shifters, movement makers, teachers, young emerging scholars, as well as parents and federal government workers. No matter what discipline you are in, the researcher is a place that is not just a platform that reflects our commitment to building a vibrant intellectual community, but it's also a platform where emerging voices are given the support they need to grow and make meaningful contribution to the global conversation. At UWP, we don't see ourselves as just a publisher. We're a hub for intellectual exchange and a space where the future of Black scholarship can thrive. So if you have something that you need to say that is impactful to what's going on today, whether it's AI, whether it's technology, whether it's research, instead of waiting to get your voice out. This is a place where you can be cited and referenced and have your work seen and the visibility it deserves right now. Brand identity is more than just what it looks like to the general public. We wanted a website that really truly reflected the agency of African-centered scholarship. From the moment you open the page on the website, we wanted it to be a warm, welcoming place to be. To do research is a very rigorous and time-consuming, strenuous project and process. So our brand refresh and new website not just reflect our vision to be a change-driving publisher, but it reflects our vision for accommodating scholarship and meeting researchers and scholars right where they are. UWP's identity has always been rooted in Black academic excellence. And with these updates, we are reasserting our role as a leader in shaping not just the discourse around Black scholarship, but also how scholarship is produced, shared, consumed, and talked about globally. And one way of doing this is even in our colors and our positionality, where we are welcoming the broader landscape of what scholars and who they are and what they're researching, how that identify with what UWP is doing, and how that intersect with scholarship and research on a whole. We're setting new standards, not only in terms of content, but also in how we engage with the academic community by offering innovative platforms, fostering collaborations, and continuing to push forward the boundaries of what Black scholarship can achieve, not just within the Black academic community, but together. The way the Internship in Action program developed with Bnevol and AReL is such an interesting and fascinating occurrence for UWP in a way that we have never anticipated could happen, but it's one of the most brilliant things that truly blend with our vision and our mission to be an open arms, inclusive publisher for the global African community. The Internship in Action program is a clear demonstration and one of our commitment to global empowerment and community building. By involving African refugee students in the creation of our platform, we're not only giving them invaluable hands-on experience, but also aligning with our belief that talent exists everywhere and it deserves to be nurtured and showcased. So when we met Bnevol and AReL, it was such an exciting thing to watch how the global talent of African people can come together. And that is how we see that this program is such a tangible example of how UWP integrates social responsibility into everything that we do. It reflects our broader mission of empowerment, whether that's empowering scholars or the next generation of leaders across the globe. We are at the forefront of being forward moving.
This is where we are now. But Dr. Ayo is an innovator. What UWP Books is doing is innovative. And she's an artist, she's a creator, she's an intellectual, she's an activist, she's a lioness, she's a scholar, she's an author, she's a leader, she's a mother. And she continues to throw love and passion into this project, and she has met in Bnevol, who is now a strategic development partner with Universal Right Publications, someone who can meet her with that same level of love and passion. And when I look at a lifelong career and where Bnevol is today, in working with Universal Right Publications, it is my lifelong honor to be working alongside Dr. Ayo on this project, and we're just getting started, so stay tuned. There is more to come. This is where the story is today, but history is in the making, and we're going to continue to tell our story.
Our e-commerce and SEO enhancements is about making sure that the world doesn't just hear about Black scholarship, it engages with it. We're optimized our website to ensure that anyone seeking research, books, or resources on Black studies can find UWP, find our authors, and find our content easily. This is about global visibility. We want to ensure that Black scholars are not just a part of the conversation, they're leading it. By increasing the discoverability of our books and scholarship, we're positioning UWP as the go-to publisher for groundbreaking research that has both local and global relevance. UWP's mission is especially intentional about how we study people of African descent. Our commitment to the epistemological innovation is core to reshaping how academic research on people of African descent is conducted and valued. By publishing works that adopt and explore new frameworks for understanding the Black experience, frameworks that are culturally affirming and are a liberation to the voices, the griots, the ancestors, the people who have actually taught us historically, we are challenging the traditional paradigms that often fail to capture the richness of Black intellectual contributions. We envision a future where these methodologies become the standard, not the exception. UWP is leading the change and the charge in ensuring that research conducted on Black communities is done with respect, with rigor, and an eye toward innovation that benefits all society.